Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today we are going to see another very useful instant premix. This premix is for making the ever popular Vatta Kolambu. Thanks to a request from our super senior subscriber who had asked me to formulate this recipe for an instant Vatta Kolambu premix powder. So we have been trying it out in our kitchen till we finally achieved the right proportions, and I am sure it will be very helpful to all bachelors, beginners, those who are hard pressed for time, anybody who wants to enjoy an authentic Vatta Kolambu with minimum effort. So let's start. So first we need to dry roast various ingredients one by one. This I have taken 1 cup of dry red chilies. If you want to know by number, I have taken 40 of these dry red chilies. Fry it on a low flame till they are nice and crisp. Keep stirring it from time to time. Now when it is done, we can remove it. Keep this aside. Next, I have taken 1 cup of coriander seeds or dhania. Dry roast this also. When it slightly changes color and it is well roasted, we can remove this also. Next, chana dal I have taken half cup. Dry roast this also. See, the chana dal is also well roasted to a golden color. We can remove this. I have just retained about a tablespoon of this roasted chana dal. We will use it later. Keep it aside. Next, this is tuvar dal. I have taken 1/4 cup. We will roast this also. See, our tuvar dal is also well roasted. We can remove it. Roast everything patiently over a low flame because they should be well roasted. At the same time, it should not get burnt. This is whole black pepper, 2 teaspoons. We'll dry toast this also. The pepper is also well roasted. Now this is methi or fenugreek seeds, 2 teaspoons. Dry roast that also. See, the methi is also well roasted now. This is Manathakali Vattal, which is sun-dried Manathakali. Manathakali is a kind of fruit also known as black nightshade in English. Some people call it sunberry also. We will dry roast this too. I have taken about 3 teaspoons of this. See, this is also well roasted and crisp. Now we will remove this. Keep it separately. We should not grind this, that's why keep it separately. These are hing or asafoetida cubes. I have taken about 3 cubes. Okay, dry roast it and powder this also. I will give you the link in the description box. Now remove this also. Mustard seeds about 2 teaspoons. Dry roast them. See, the mustard seeds are spluttering well. remove them separately and keep aside. Finally, I have taken 2 sprigs of fresh curry leaves, wash them, and we'll dry roast this also. Roast the curry leaves till they are nice and crisp. Keep it aside. Finally, I have taken this tamarind, remove any seeds if there are, and add it to the dry pan. And dry roast this also for a couple of minutes. I have taken 2 large lemon sized balls of tamarind, or if you want to take with the measuring cup, 1 cup tightly packed I have taken. Now when the tamarind is also well roasted, remove it out onto a plate and allow it to cool. Now we'll wait for everything to cool down to room temperature. Then we'll grind the dry red chilies, the dals, coriander seed, black pepper, methi seed and hing. That's what we have here. Also the tamarind. Now these other items, that is the mustard, a little bit of chana dal which we had reserved, this manathakali vattal and curry leaves, do not grind. We are going to add it later. Also we'll be adding to it some salt and jaggery powder, which is optional. When you grind, first add the dry red chilies and grind it into a powder. Then add these other remaining ingredients. And then we can grind all together. Make it into a fine powder. Now I have ground everything together in our blender jar, and then we can just sieve it like this, and whatever remaining in this I have just taken it out. This you need not waste it, you grind it once again and sieve, but finally what remains you can just, whenever we make any dry sabji, either potato or okra or any other dry sabji when you make, you can just sprinkle a teaspoon of this on top. It will give a good taste. See, we have ground this at home, so it might have a slightly coarse texture. If you grind it in the mill, you will get a fine powder, but nowadays we don't have access to the mill, and especially when you grind in small quantities, it is easier to grind at home. Those living abroad also, this is an easier method. Now to this we'll add these other fried ingredients, dried curry leaves. These are the dried and roasted manathakali vattal. We had reserved 1 teaspoon of this chana dal, roasted one, and also this is jaggery powder. This is optional. If you like, you add. If you don't want, you can omit it. I am just adding it. And also salt again, if you like, you can add to this, or you can add while making the vatta kolambu. Now give all these ingredients a good mix together. See, now our vatta kolambu pre-mix powder is done and ready. So you can store it in a clean dry box, airtight box, for use whenever you require. Now let's see how to make the vatta kolambu. For making the vatta kolambu, it's always preferable to use sesame oil, that is til oil. So I am taking about 4 spoons of oil. We can either use onions or any other vegetable like okra or pumpkin or drumstick, or make it with other vattals, that is sun-dried vegetables, sundaka vattal. Here I have already added manathakali vattal, groundnuts, or without anything at all, just use this powder alone, that is also fine. Today I have this soaked black chana with me. So I am just using this, about a handful of the soaked chana. So whatever you add, add it to the hot oil. If it is onion or vegetable, whatever, add it to the hot oil. Next, add 2 heaped tablespoons of this ready mix powder. Mix it in the oil. Next, I am adding in 2 cups of water. We have added a little bit salt to the powder. Now again add salt to taste. Now allow everything to cook and come to a boil for about 10 to 15 minutes on a medium flame. See, it is about 5 minutes now and it is boiling, but it has to boil and cook more till it thickens and reduces in consistency. See, our vathakuழம்பு has been boiling well for exactly 15 minutes now. See how it has thickened and come to the perfect consistency. Now we can switch this off. Our lovely, delicious vathakuழம்பு is now ready to be served. For beginners to South Indian cooking, a vathakuழம்பு is slightly different from a sambar. We don't have any cooked dal in it, and it is more concentrated and thicker than a sambar. This is also mixed with hot rice. Take some hot rice and then we just add a little bit of this vathakuழம்பு to it. Add some til oil, mix it and have it with some vegetable side dish. Whereas for a sambar you will be using a larger quantity of sambar to mix with rice. So this is concentrated. Mix only little bit at a time and then see how much you require. So this is a very simple and easy recipe. Just heat some oil, add the powder and water, allow it to boil for 15 minutes and it's ready and done. Definitely try out this recipe. Thank you for watching the video and share it with your children, maybe those who stay abroad. If you have elderly parents or other senior citizens, do a good gesture of making this and giving it to them too. They will definitely enjoy it. And we'll meet again in another interesting video from Geeta's Kitchen. So please do subscribe and don't forget to tap the bell icon for all my latest updates. Thank you.